Hey everybody, welcome back to Coral Gardens. It's been about 8 weeks since we've added water to the 160, so I figured it's time to do a quick update. So the tank cycled in about 2 weeks. We didn't really have any issues. We used the Reef Mature from Red Sea. Do I love the product? I like it. I do think it was responsible for a couple bacterial blooms. That or the fact that I used live sand at the same time. So I'm not sure, it's hard to blame it on the Red Sea product itself. But anyways, it did cycle the tank in about 2 weeks. I did end up getting a nitrate spike after the cycle. We started to go from about 15 to the nitrate shot up to, geez, they went up to like 40. And it was I was doing daily water changes with the automatic water changer. So I kept doing that while it was going up, I was monitoring it almost daily. And it seemed like, finally, it seemed like nothing was working. It just kept going up steadily. So it was going the wrong way. So I decided to do a larger water change, a manual one, and I removed 10%. After I did that, obviously I diluted the problem. And I did see an improvement actually after that, and a steady decline in nitrates ever since. And currently I'm sitting at about 15.2 nitrates, which is still a bit high. We'd like to see that come down a bit, but it's not terrible. The phosphates are at 0.01. So they're a little low, but they're about right. Now the ugly stage is the title of the video, and that's what happened to this tank. And if you look closely, you can see in the sand, we are still having issues with brown algae and a bit on the rocks. But I have to say, I didn't get some videos of the worst of it. When I turned on the lights, it had been cycling for, geez, we had the tank running for about 4 weeks before I turned the lights on. And immediately within 24 hours, we started to see the algae blooming on the sand and the rocks. Luckily we had the invertebrates, we knew what was coming, so we added a handful of snails, which made a huge improvement on the rocks. I mean, they just got to work right away, and the rocks are, I would say, 80 to 90% clear of the algae at this point. So it's been a huge improvement. It took about a week for that. The sand is starting to slightly improve, although I do not have any sand sifting invertebrates in there yet. They are on the way. These rocks here in the video were just absolutely completely brown, just disgusting looking for about a week. You can see here, there's a couple small areas of brown left on the rocks, but certainly not much. You can see I've added a few coral frags in here. We've got down in a low flow, low light area, we've got a frog spawn sitting down there. We have a couple hammers in here. Hard to see the color with this camera, not very good. Anyways, so I guess long story short is, even though I dosed the tank with bacteria, we did what we thought everything was right, we still did get the ugly stage. One of the only saving graces was that I've had a UV sterilizer hooked up to this from the beginning. And during the cycle, we would have had 2 very nasty bacterial blooms. We had 2 blooms. The UV sterilizer actually took care of it within 24 hours both times. And for sure that would have been a big issue. It would have been a bowl of milk if we didn't have the UV sterilizer hooked up to it. So it's already paying for itself in spades. And it's just really nice to have that on this and from the beginning and not have to worry about any of those issues moving forward. As you can see, we have a new guest here, Elegance Coral, which I just sort of, doesn't really show the color of this, how actually bright it is. It literally looks like there's a neon light inside this. And it's got the purple tips on it. And I believe it's already stung a snail and killed it, one of the new snails. So there you have it. There's the 8-week mark. So hopefully things keep going as well as they have. I would say things have been going really smooth. The tank parameters seem rock solid so far. Had a couple issues with the ATO, but I'm gonna do the ATO in a separate video because there was several things that we've been learning with the Neptune auto top off. Some good things and some annoying things. So we'll do a separate video on that in the short future. But there you go. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more videos because we're going to be doing a lot of update videos on this, and there's lots of coral to come. So give us a subscribe, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel. Anyways, take care.